Cheers, I do, Buckaroo. How the heck are you? It's late on a Thursday. I'm off from my day job tomorrow. I just worked the second one, so I can sleep in just a little bit. I thought I'd have a little nightcap. I had to have some caffeine to keep me up. I was rather tired. Now I got to have a little alcohol to take me back down again. Bear with me while I try to fix something here. Go. Make sure that worked. It did. Anyways, how the heck are you? You know who I am. We know who you are, Tom, but we just don't care. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer. I poured two nightcaps, so roughly about 2 ounces of each. Uh, Heirloom whiskey, Pygmy Bend heirloom whiskey. This is 100% corn whiskey, but this is the heirloom. This is their Tennessee Red Cob, open pollinated heirloom corn. This particular one is aged 2 years in new and second use Missouri white oak cooperage. Missouri white oak will typically, in my opinion or my experience, maybe might be a better way to put that. My experience, Missouri white oak will give you a little more spice than other white oak. In the various whiskeys that I've had that use Missouri, I've noticed it does provide more spice. So I'm going to have this one first. I've got a second one already poured here, though, and I'll show you what it is. It's the Ben Holiday Missouri Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is their bottled and bond at 100 proof. So I've got both at 100 proof. I decided to start with the corn whiskey, then I'll move to the bourbon. Let me show you the bourbon. Like I said, it's 2 ounces already poured. Anyway, Sláinte, how the heck are you? Finished a long day, worked both jobs today, and I'm rather beat. And it's been a rather emotional anyway. We lost our last fur baby, Eddie. She was just shy of 17. Um, difficult one about this one though is that she was Seamus's cat, so it was that link to Seamus. So this one was very difficult, and unfortunately, I would have loved to not go to either job today, but it wasn't an option, so I had to do both. I really wish I could have stayed home. Mostly, I just don't want to leave my wife alone, but she seems to be doing better than I am actually. I don't know if we'll get another animal. The truth is, I just don't know if I can take any more losing these last three. We lost Large in December of 2018, and Shadow, the cat that was close to me, we lost in November of last year, and then we lose Eddie just shy of October of this year. So, anyways, yeah. Rather than have a muscle relaxer or pain pill, I opted for whiskey. So anyway, one more time in launch. I really like this stuff. I would like to get back up to Pinky Bend. They had other products I would really like to look into, but I was really taken by these heirloom corn, so I bought all three of them. I also bought a stout cask that seems to got lost in my house somewhere. I don't know where it ended up. I know it's here, but I can't seem to locate it. I had it on this table here, but it's not. And we're looking everywhere around here, and I can't seem to find her. I know it's here somewheres, but anyways, I digress. This one's the closest to the end, so I thought I'd try to finish it off first, and then we're getting close on the Ben Holiday here too. I've got the Ben Holiday Rickhouse of both the bourbon and the soft red wheat, but I've only opened the soft red wheat. But thought I quit on that one for a while until I finished up some open bottles that I have. Other open bottles, I should say. Older open bottles, maybe. Maybe we'll put it that way, huh? Anyways, yeah, I'm a little punchy. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Didn't sleep well last night, as you might imagine. We lost early in the morning, and we knew she was going, but it was just brutal. You kept hoping for something to happen. She kept trying to fight though. She really was a poor girl. When uh, I told her, so it's okay. It's okay, Eddie. You can quit fighting. Famous is waiting for you. So, anyways, Jason, cheers, Tom. I hope you're feeling no pain. Actually, this is my first. I just got off work not long ago, Jason. This is my first whiskey, so we're working on getting to that point. But I haven't had any in yet. I never drink while I'm working, even though I'm working at a brewery. I never drink on shift, and I considered having one off shift, but then I actually forgot. And I just realized I left it in the cooler. Now, as I talk about it, I had one I was gonna drink as I was finishing up everything after we closed, but then I left it there. So, anyways, I was trying to post your comment, Jason, wouldn't work. I'm sorry for your loss. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Uh, Anybody wants to join the conversation, you're welcome. If you'd ever like to be part of the video, let me know, and I can send you a link, typically via Messenger. Oh, man, this stuff is good. Picnic Bend, they do other products, but everything is corn, right? They do corn whiskey. They have a corn vodka, a corn gin, and the products are amazing. I really see. The thing is, I was spending a lot of money. It was early in on our visit, so I didn't want to blow everything right away. But I would like to get back there because there are other products that I really would like to purchase. But I bought the three heirloom corn whiskeys that they had available, and then the stout cask, which I really enjoyed. Probably on this table somewhere buried. Oh, it's got to be here somewhere. Anyways, anyways, I digress. Yeah, I'm a little punchy. Yeah, yeah. And believe it or not, I haven't had anything to drink other than this. This is my first. Yeah, like I said, even though I'm working at a brewery, I never, ever, ever drink on shift. I'm very militant about that for myself. I don't let myself drink until I know I'm done for the day. Oh, but yeah, you do feel that you do feel that spicy Missouri white oak though. Yeah, and that corn whiskey really absorbs that barrel in a special way. Even for a young whiskey, yeah, there is a lot of spice there, man. You might feel some cinnamon, some allspice. I'm personally picking up some ginger in there, maybe just the slightest hint of cayenne as well. Sweetness, yeah, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of caramel, but it's surprisingly spicy. I really love that big spice finish. And again, being just that corn whiskey, it really does absorb that barrel. Oh, it's gorgeous. They do make it real clear when you do the tour up there that it is corn whiskey. It is corn whiskey. It's not a bourbon. They're real clear about that. But then you taste these products and they're absolutely amazing. Had a great, I imagine they do groups and stuff up there, but I got there right as they were opening. So I had this nice young person. I'm sure he's in this, legal age, but he seemed young to me. But anyway, he was very knowledgeable, very informative, and very friendly. So And he was generous with the samples. And it was probably because, like I said, I was the only one there, and I was his first of the day. He was rather generous with the samples. So, when people are friendly, I don't mind spending money. It's like I said, about the four bottles total, the three heirloom and the stout cask. Ship biscuits, man, that is good. Vanilla, I didn't mention vanilla. Yeah, you're certainly going to find some vanilla in there. A lot of vanilla going on. Oh, it's going through as we're trying to see. I was going to have another one first, but then I said, nah, I need to finish up some stuff. And these two bottles were the closest to the end of any of them. So I thought, oh, I'm going to work these till they're done. Work on some of this other stuff. I shouldn't have opened as many bottles as I did, but I really wanted to try them. But so now that I've done that, I'm putting them off to the side and trying to finish this other stuff up. Oh, mercy. Picked up so much stuff while we were in Kansas City about a month ago or so. A little over that now, actually, about a month and a half. But I haven't bought anything since, beer or whiskey. I'm finishing up the beer that I bought up there. So I haven't needed to buy anything, but I bought a lot of stuff up there. So, and then like I said, I work at the brewery, and they let us have a growler per shift. I only use the 32 ounce because I find 2 pints is about enough for me. John, how are you, sir? Good to see you. I'm gonna post your comments. So I just got off about 9, and then I started setting this video up at 9:20, but it took me till 9:45 to actually get it ready to go. So I wasn't finding what I was looking for, and everything just always seems to take a while. It's only 9:20. I'm going, so in my mind I can be ready by 9:30, but it was 9:45 before I get things ready to go here. So I just poured two whiskeys to do two nightcaps here, and then we're gonna call it a day. And call it an evening. It's an evening, baby. It's an evening. Anyway, anyways, I digress. Yeah, it was rough. Eddie, like I said, Eddie was Seamus's cat. She was a very interesting cat. For a while there, we thought she had identity crisis because she acted like a dog. Seamus had this thing called a buzzsaw, a little Nerf gun called the buzzsaw, and it made this terrible racket. He wind it up, and this sounds like a buzzsaw. But the other cats would scatter. They hated the noise. They would hide under something. But Eddie would run to his leg like a pointer. And he'd shoot that ball, and Eddie'd go after it, put it in her little teeth, and bring it right back to him. I shit you not. Only fetching cat I ever saw, man. It was pretty amazing. And then after we lost Seamus, I think Eddie took it upon herself to kind of take care of us. And I have this theory. I have this theory that when you have multiple pets, in this case, we had the three cats, that when they died, the other cats absorbed their personality. And I say that because all three of them had very distinct personalities. But when we lost Large was the first of the three to go. When we lost Large, Shadow started acting a lot like Large. Still acted like Shadow, but then she also seemed to adopt Large's persona. And then when we lost Shadow, Eddie started acting a lot like Shadow did. Eddie would do things to me like Shadow would come up to me at certain times, and Eddie started doing that. She never did that before. So I have this personality or this theory that they absorb the spirit of the other animals. Of course, I can't prove it. It's just a theory. It's just an idea, man. But I swear to goodness, I mean, they did. Eddie started doing things that Shadow would do that she never did before Shadow died. So Gosh, we had a fetching cat too. I'd never seen one before, but it was funny. Is like I said, is that thing made so much noise. The other cats were scared of it, but as soon as he'd wind that thing up, Eddie would run to his leg and just stand there like a pointer. Never seen anything like it. And I'll be real clear, I'm not the cat person, or I wasn't the cat person in the family. I sort of became the cat person. I'm not really sure how it happened. It was kind of a gradual thing, I guess. Yeah, I didn't want the cats. We kind of grew up in a house where my dad hated cats, and we never had cats, so I never wanted cats. And my kids talked me into cats, and next thing I know, we're cat people. And they seemed to gravitate. The first one was large. Large just stuck right with me. So okay, they're large in shadow. Wanted to make sure they knew that I was theirs. After we lost Seamus, Eddie got real close with my wife. And the funny thing about it was, again, after Large and Shadow died, Eddie started getting close to me. Anyways, as we finish that up, I'll change the prop there so you can see this bottle. Ben Holiday, Missouri Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Both the whiskeys I'm having today are at 100 proof. But the Holiday is bottled in bond. I do have I did buy both of them in the Rick House proof. The soft red wheat I've opened, but I haven't opened the bourbon yet. But I wanted to, again, like I said, I'm going to put it aside while I finish some other stuff up. I got a lot of, you know, half empty or a little bit more bottles, so I need to finish them up. Oh gosh, I love this whiskey. Using my holiday glasses, you can see. I bought the, yeah, had a little mini vacation, and I don't typically buy new. The only time I buy new glasses is when we're on vacation. Then you're using vacation money that you saved up for such things. Other than that, everything comes from a thrift store. But I really wanted the holiday glass since I had the holiday whiskey and all. I love the mouthfeel and texture of this particular whiskey. I love the flavors and aromas as well, but really it's that texture, that mouthfeel that's absolutely gorgeous here. And it's rather approachable at that 100 proof. Just a hint of sweetness on the nose. When you take a drink, I feel like I'm getting some dark caramel, but I also feel like I'm getting, when I say dark caramel, almost a burnt sugar caramel. I also feel like I'm getting a hint of maple and some nutty, toasted hazelnut-like notes. Don't know if it says here what would they use. Alden Bond under U.S. government supervision. It's the only thing about the government I trust. It's the whiskey, man. They lie about everything else, but they're telling me the truth about the whiskey. Anyway, anyway, I digress. They tell the truth about the whiskey, man. They're watching that shit. I'm glad there is an important government job, though. I really am. We got to make sure that this whiskey, one distiller and one distilling season, uh, must be at least 4 years old and at 100 proof. Okay. Well, wouldn't you love that job? Let's see. There'd be some taste tests involved. I mean, there's got to be some taste testing involved, don't you think? I don't know how you get that job, but boy, I really would like it. I really would, man. Uh, be the whiskey police, right? It's just Has this been here for 4 years? You wouldn't pull it on me, would you? You wouldn't ship me, would you? Anyways, I digress. Don't lie to me, damn it. I can tell. I know when I got a 4-year-old 100 proof whiskey or I don't. Don't try to pull one on me. Anyway, uh, gosh, this whiskey's really good though. Gosh, I really like it. I hadn't had it in a while. That's why we were, and as you can see, I'm near the bottom, so I'm going to finish it off this weekend, along with that other corn whiskey. And not tonight. This is all we're having tonight. But this is it, man. I got nothing up in me. I'm lucky to have made it this far. I am so tired. I'm beyond tired. I didn't sleep much last night. Worked a shift at the day job. Worked a shift at the night job, and I'm pooped, man. But I had to have so much caffeine to keep me going. I had a couple cups of some very strong coffee before I went to the night job, and I had to have a Coke at the end of the night to put me over the top. And I really needed something to bring me back down because I'm exhausted. But I knew I wouldn't be able to go to sleep till I counteracted that caffeine. Otherwise, I'd be shaking with that caffeine in you. Oh, monkey pus. Oh man, stuff is gorgeous. And I really thought with whiskey this good, yeah. As I get to the end, I really want to drink it neat, finish off neat. I didn't want to put it in a cocktail. They really need to be treated with respect, the respect they deserve, man. Anyway, fuck nuggets. Mm. Bottled and bond, baby. You gotta love it. Yeah, I do. I love this the Rick House soft red wheat, but I wanted to quit drinking it and kind of forget about it for a minute while I finish. I finished off the soft red. I did have a soft red wheat bottle of bond. I finished it off. I'm going to finish that off. I have the bourbon Rick House that I haven't opened yet, but I was just dying to try this one. It had to get opened first. That's this one. I made an executive decision that I wasn't going to open anything else after I'd already opened several bottles. I should have only opened one or two while we were on vacation, but I just wanted to try everything. Then I realized, okay, Tom, you need to quit opening this stuff. Get them home. Yeah. So anyway, but I've got so many open bottles here that I really need to finish up stuff. So I'm going to start with these two, even though they're not the two oldest. But then there's some others I need to get going on. I've got one here, this District Made that I bought back in March. So uh, the going on there. No, that's what something was on the bottom of that, and I couldn't figure out what. These the heirloom I bought back in April. So these I got the Bald and Bond holiday I bought here in town. But we visited the Weston Distillery, the Holiday Distillery rather, the Holiday Distillery. Uh, I'm able to buy the Bald and Bond here in town, so I didn't buy those, but I can't buy the Rick House here in town, so I bought one of each there. And they were, I mean, they weren't cheap, mind you. They were about 75 a bottle, but I couldn't buy them here. Like I said, it was vacation, so I said, yeah, let's get them. Uh, these here weren't cheap either. The heirloom, but man, they are so good. They're definitely worth it. They were about 35 ish for the 375, so they would have worked out to about 70, 75 a bottle, anyways, as well. Uh, But again, they're really good, man. Anyways, I digress. I need to wrap this up because you could tell I'm getting very tired now. I'm very tired, man. I'm very, very tired. I didn't sleep well last night. It's a rather emotional day. I cried a lot this morning, but I had to go to work. I really didn't want to go to the day job. I didn't really have an option. Didn't know if I could go to the night job, but like I said, I didn't really have an option because you got to go and pretend everything's okay, right? So I used to tell folks when I was working retail, I don't care if you're having the worst day of your life, as far as that customer knows, you're having the best day. So that's kind of what I did today is I didn't want to be there because I was sad and just emotionally wrung out. But I do love the job, so had to put myself in that position, and I acted a little bit. I'd be the beer whisperer guy that wants to be there selling beer and talking to people. That's what I did for the hours I was there today until I can get off and go home and be sad again. Anyways, uh, oh man, this stuff is incredible. Anyway, I better wrap this up. I've got a little longer than I should have. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, whiskey evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. My schedule has kind of changed lately, and I think it's going to stay like that for the most part. Where I was doing my at the pub videos on Thursdays because that was the time I had available, but it seems like my Thursdays I'm not going to be able to do that. It seems like Fridays I'm going to be working late two, work until 10. So I've been thinking about starting a new segment, kind of like a late night, because late night you can say things you can. So do a Friday late night video. So anyway, I'm pondering that anyway. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, whiskey evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor wisdom man. All around good guys. Launch you.